everybody, this is going to be my 20th vlog. Today is Monday, the 26th of March 2018, and it's quite late in the day actually. The time right now is 1:11. Where's this 20th vlog going to come to you from? Well, I'll show you. What do you think? Do you got that? That should definitely give it to you. So yep, we're at Lost Maples State Natural Area, and that is one sign of it. This is what you first see when you drive up. This is the entrance. That's my car there. And just to show you, right over here, across the road, we have another sign, and it also tells you the Lost Maples State Natural Area takes Parks Wildlife Department 37221 FM 187, and that would be FM 187 right there that we came down right through Vanderpool. And there's somebody leaving, but anyway, we're going to get in here, get signed in. We're going to go do the West Trail for you today. On the last one, if you remember, we did the East Trail, so today we'll cover the West Trail and we'll see what we can get done. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Alright, so as I told you in the last segment, we are at Lost Maples State Natural Area. And if you remember from my last vlog, I did this East Trail all the way around this. Well, this time you see it still goes up the same way starting, but then it splits right here. We'll be going all the way around here and up and over. Then we're going to come out this way. We're going to do this loop here and come back, and then we'll come back all the way around here, come out. Now this part we also done because this is called the East-West Trail, so we'll be coming right back down that and right here where we started, right to that point. So that's the trail. There again is the trailhead sign. You can see it says West Trail is 4.9 miles round trip, but if you do the math on everything, I think it's actually close to about 7 miles or so, but we'll find that out. Oh, that's right, I forgot. Yeah, I'm told it's 1:30 now. I got 1:38 actually by my watch, so I'm going to go by my watch time. So we're starting at 1:38, and all told, if I'm reading it right, the map claims that this whole thing, what we're planning on doing, is a 5-hour and 45-minute walk. So we will see when we get done, get back here. Obviously, like always, I'll give you the time, all the stats, all that stuff, and we'll see what we do. So, you know, you've seen this part before, so I won't worry about bringing too much of this to you. But again, you know, as we always get to interesting stuff, I'll bring it to you. So I'll see you in a second. Alright, you see that says West Trail straight ahead and East Trail to Ponds to the right. If you remember the last time, that's exactly the way we went. This time we're taking this over here. You can see we got big rocks to step across, so since this little part's new, I wanted to show this to you and take you along. You can see water running between the rocks here, and several little tiny waterfalls here. So here's a little bit of a wider one. How you like that? Nice and soothing, right? But so you see, you cross over totally in the dry there. No big deal whatsoever. Up this little rocky path and up to this. This comes out to this bigger one, as you can see. This West Trail is a lot longer because we're doing that loop like I showed you as well. Adding that to it. The difference, that East Trail, from what I was told last time we were here, was that it's mostly sunny, which I can vouch for that. A lot of it is. This one is supposed to be mostly shady because this one's supposed to basically follow a canyon. Right now, obviously, you can see it's sunny, but we'll see about the whole shade thing and cooler trail and all that stuff. We'll find out, but again, as we go along, I'll show you what we see. So let's head on out. Alright, so we've been walking up this trail a little bit. It actually comes through a wash. You follow it for a while, and then you finally come out of that. This thing starts out steep after that first water crossing too, you should know. But anyway, we've come across this, you can see, like a big kind of cavernous area. And it's nice and cool shade in here. And here we got a little bit of water. Not too much, but you can definitely see that reflection, so you can see the water. The trail goes on up that way, and you can see it, a little bit of sun, but it's right back in the shade, so that's a good thing. And then the Texas redbud down there, if you can see it, or purple bud as I call it. But this is the way the trail is now, how it looks. So just wanted to show you this, and then I'll show you when we get to the next thing. See you then. All right, we just came up a very steep hill, but I did do it all non-stop. So we're here at this bathroom here. I'll just show you. That's it right there. So you can see we are right there. Now we're going to go up around the blue, get to that pink right there, and we are going to go around this loop this way and come back around, and then down here and finish this thing. So we've come, in other words, we've come from here, starting out, and we've done this whole part here and got to this point. So we've done, I'd say that's got to be close to a third of it, be my guess.
It's been almost an hour. It's 2:33 now.
Okay, it's 2:33 now. So you heard that. So yeah, so it's been 55 minutes for us. So we're going to keep going and show you whatever else we run across. See you then. All right, so we've come from that direction. You can see this is well, the way you're looking at it's uphill. Of course, we came down, so it's been a pretty steep downhill, but not too bad. We've been able to do it with relative ease. And then you get right here and you can see there's a signpost with an arrow, as if, you know, you don't know where to go anyway, but it's just good to have extra confirmation that you're going the right direction. So we're heading on down here, and we met a guy up front, up at the top, and oh yeah, and I meant to tell you about that as well. So far, what we've seen on this trail is 4 people, and it was 2 couples together, and both couples actually wound up having 2 dogs each. So we've seen 4 dogs, 4 people, and they were both couples going the opposite way of us. So obviously we just ran into them and then passed. And so other than that, we've been on this trail by ourselves. So 4 people, 4 dogs, and then just us. So anyway, here's the trail going on, and we're back down the flat part, very rocky part, but flat. And so again, see something else, and I'll bring it up and show it to you. So we'll see you then. All right, so we're walking on the trail. It's back behind us, and we look over and we see this little cave here. So we've come off the trail just a few feet to go see this, and I'll get you just a little bit closer. Walk down this path, and you can see pretty good looking cave. Just to show you, that's the cave itself. Look up there, there's a bunch of rocks in that hole, and then it just goes down. There's a little cliff, and then John, look, there's that yucca plant or whatever it is up there. So that's pretty cool. And so as we go in to this cave, see what's in here. You can see there's a huge root, probably coming from some tree up above here. You can see that goes back in there. Just a little hole right there. And then all that over there. Yeah, you should be able to see that pretty decently. So, you know, if you were out here and say it started raining hard, or you just got way too hot and needed shade, needed a place to rest, well, here you go. So this is a pretty good little place to know about, you know, for those types of conditions. So we're going to head on back up here and get back on the trail. It may. We could try it and see. But yeah, it's a neat little thing to see. So we'll get back on our trail and we'll keep going and see what else we can see. All right, so now you can see we have come up to that point right there. We're going to go up this little pinkish purplish line to right there, and then we're going to follow this down and around and back, and then right back down here, and we'll be right back here again. You can see, then we're going to take off this way, down like so, down this, and we'll be down there and be done. So what this is right here, the way we're going is right there. You can see that little sign there that says West Loop Trail, 2.5 miles round trip. That's what we're getting ready to do. So we'll wind up back here when we get done, and that will be the way we'll take off straight there. to head on out of here, and that is the way we just came from. All right, so right here, again, West Loop Trail, 2.5 mile round trip, and there is a lot of up and a lot of down. Primitive areas G and H for camping is what that one says. So we're going through here. This little part here is supposed to be 0.54 miles, I think it said. And then the whole loop, when we get to that, is like 2.36 or 38. And then, like I said, we'll wind up back here at this sign, and then we'll see if we can't finish this thing out. But still got quite a ways to go. So let's keep on trucking. Oh, and here, give you the time as well. It's 3:09 right now as we're walking here. So to get to this point now, it's taking us, what, an hour and 31 minutes. 1 hour and 31 minutes to this point. So according to the map, we've still got about 4 hours to go. But I don't think it's going to take us that. So we'll see. But you can see we're in another wash here. And we've actually been in several washes now, at least 3 or 4. There's quite a few of these on this trail, so it is very rocky. Can make it slow going. And, oh yeah. Yeah, as we just said, I don't know if you heard it or not, but you definitely need good hiking boots if you're going to do this trail. And plenty of water too. But so far, I mean, there's been somewhat of sun on this trail, but the majority of it really has been shade. So the shade helps out a lot. And then when the wind comes through, which so far has been fairly consistent, then that certainly makes it very good. All right, so you can see what we're facing. This is just the sort of stuff we've been going through, so this will just give you an idea. And again, we're on to the next thing. I'll show it to you. See you then. All right, so I believe we have now come to the famous loop here. You can see through there, there's a little trail. The sign points to the left. This is the way the guy told me to go. So we go here and we start uphill, and we'll get our way up, come all the way around, come down, and then we will go right back where we just came from, that way, and wind up back down at that sign. So let me tell you, let's see, right now it is 3:24 at this point. All right, so we've been going for an hour and 46 minutes to this point, okay? So I'll see you on the next thing. All right, so we've come up the hill on this west loop, and we passed that actually quite some time back. It was not near as bad as that first one. Man, that one was difficult, but this one, compared to that, was relatively easy. So if you do come here and do this trail, you come this west loop, do like the sign says, make the left, come up this way, and then you got a long way, it seems like, of very much flat up here. And then of course, you know, we're supposed to hit downhill and then flat again out of here, and then that should be that for this part. So just wanted you to see what part of this trail looks like in here. Just very treed, as you can see here. I'll show you to my left. That's what it looks like. Give you a nice glimpse of that for a few seconds. Then I'll give you a glimpse over to the right. And that's what that looks like. You can see it's just thick trees. And then the trail is just kind of rocky still. It comes and goes. Some places are more rough than others, but yeah, let me reiterate, good hiking boots, one of the big keys to this, and bring quite a few bottles of water, because you are going to need them, especially if there's 2 of you. So be prepared with those things, and you should enjoy it. All right, so we'll see you probably on the downhill section of this when we get there. All right, so if you can look up here, we've actually come down a little bit already, so we have started our descent down. And as I turn to show you, here's some more of it. I know this GoPro is bad for not making things look as steep or as hard on the downhill as what they are in real life. This is pretty steep, let me tell you. I'll go. Whoa. Well, I wanted to go down a little bit with you. But if I don't tell you how slick and dangerous this stuff is, and I don't know how else to to prove it to you. So trust me, that wasn't put on, that wasn't planned. That just happened. But this is the descent. Once we get off this descent, I believe the rest of the trail, of course I know the rest of the trail back, where we started up on this loop, is flat. But I believe the last 2.11 miles as well will be flat. So we're going to work our way down this, and if there's anything else to show you, I'll show you. But I told you to let you know when we got to the downhill, and here we are. And here, I guess just to tell you as well, the time right now is 3:58. So we've been going for, 2 hours and 20 minutes. So not too bad to get to this point. And as always, I'll show you whatever we got coming up. But there, it's still going downhill, as you can see all the way down through there. So we've got some ways to go. So I'll shut this off and get busy, and I'll see you on the next clip. All right, so we have actually done the loop. As I've shown you along the way, we are back to that point right there. So now what we got to do is follow this right down like this, over here, and then down, and right there, and we'll be out at that point right there. So according to this, we've got 2.11 miles to go. So honestly, I think that we can knock this out in an hour. It was 3:58, I think, when we stopped here. Or no, I mean 4:18. Yeah, 4:18. It's now 4:19. We're going to be heading this way now. So let's go ahead. 4:19. So I'm figuring we're going to be back by no later than about 5:19. If that's the case, that means we're going to do this whole thing, which is rated at 5.5 hours, in under 4. And we're not trying to set any kind of speed records or anything at all. We're stopping and doing everything that we want to do, and taking breaks and all that stuff as we need to. But the truth of it is, we just don't need that many. And we're used to walking so many. If you've been watching my videos all along, you've seen all the miles we've walked. So we can do pretty good now. So anyway, we're on our way back, and the rest of this trail honestly should be flat, and should be pretty easy to do, other than the rocks. And then that'll be that. So hang on with me, and I'll show you whatever's next. Alright, so we thought we'd just show you a little bit of this trail here. You gotta climb some boulders and things, get past all these sharp rocks, just to show you a lot of this trail is not near as easy as you might think it is. And as we were just talking, actually, with good boots on your feet, it's still very hard. After a while, your feet still hurt. I've just on that loop trail back there, I've probably kind of turned my ankle probably at least a half a dozen times. And luckily, no sprains, no nothing. So I think it's the boots that have been saving them. But I'll tell you, on these rocks, I mean, there's so many of them. There's so many of them that are loose and pointed and sharp and all of that it takes a lot just to stand up and walk these things, to be honest about it. So if you do come here again, just cannot emphasize enough, get the absolute best hiking boots you can get. Please don't ever try these trails in tennis shoes, because I'm telling you, you'll probably wind up breaking your ankle at a minimum, maybe breaking your leg, doing even more serious damage. So good boots is one of the big tricks, and then a lot of water, like I said. Other than that, that's about that. You can see we got this rock here in the way you got to step up on and around. So boulder here on our left. So you should get a good taste of the trail by now. So I'll see you on the next clip. Alright, so you can hear this and see this, hopefully. There. This is a little spring that, as I know I read on the map earlier today, that seemingly just comes out of nowhere. And just sitting here and listening to the sound and stuff is definitely a nice little oasis. And as was just pointed out, got these ferns here, and you can see these nice green ferns everywhere. See the brightness of those things. I mean, those are truly, truly bright. and very, very nice. But now, yeah, all through here, they're all over the place. They start here, and they go this way. There's a little bit of water running out from underneath this rock right here, and running right down there. So we're going to walk around this way, try to stay in the dry. You can see the water running down, pulling up a little bit right there, and then it goes on over and straight down there with all those leaves. There's more of the ferns before I move too far. Let me get these for you. You can see all of them. And then back here too. See this? There's even a place if you wanted to climb up and go on back in there, you could. But here's more of the ferns. Look at these babies. The color of these is just so cool. Gotta say I like that. So standing over here in the shade, there's a breeze in here. Let's listen to the water for a second. Don't you agree that's nice? And see back in there's like a little tiny cave. So pretty cool. So hopefully you like this little respite. I know I do. We're gonna take a break for a few minutes, and then we'll continue on our journey and see what happens. So we'll see you on the next one. All right, so we've come across this map right here, and you can see we're right there. All we're doing is coming right down this purple thing, and right there to the parking. That is exactly 1 mile from this point. This is the trail I showed you in the vlog last week. You can see the sign that says East Trail. That's the first bathroom that we ran across. And this right back here is the big pond that we actually saw. So we're there. So we are exactly 1 mile from being finished. Right now the time is exactly 5 o'clock. So we have been doing this for 3 hours and 22 minutes exactly. So whatever it will take us to do this this mile, I'm thinking probably 20 minutes or so. We're going to do this 5.5 hour trail according to the paperwork here in less than 4 hours. Not too bad. That's the pond over there. So you've seen that before. Not a bad thing. Okay, everybody, the time is 5:19 and we're back. Yeah, that's right, 5:19. You can see right here, there's the sign that says Trailhead. There's the original map here just to show you. You are here at the parking lot, so that doesn't lie. So 5:19, we started at 1:38, so that's 22, that's 3:22, that's 3 hours, 41 minutes that we did a combination of 3 trails, I should say. According to the paper here, it's 5.5 hours total to do for the average hiker. We did them in well under 4, so not too bad, huh? 3 hours and 41 minutes to do 5.5 hours worth of trails, almost cut 2 hours off. That's amazing to me. So glad that you've come along with us and helped walk this thing. Our car is right up here, and then we're going to be done. So, like I said, thanks for coming along. Hope you enjoyed this one. Give it a thumbs up and comment and subscribe if you haven't. Share it, all that good stuff. All right, so we'll see you on the next one.